for a ride?
Sure. Alright, today we are outside of Whitehaven, Pennsylvania. I'm home for a few days here to see my folks, see my grandfather who lives with them now. And I brought my XR150 along, and so in front of me here is my dad on his KLR 650. And we're out for just a nice little afternoon ride. It's mid-April, and it's a beautiful day in Pennsylvania. It can be pretty cold here up until about the start of May, but today we lucked out and it's going to be almost 70. I think like right now it's about 60, and it feels really good. It rained pretty hard yesterday, so the road's a little wet. So I think we're going to find some mud out in Hickory Run where we're headed. But this should be a good afternoon ride. Hickory Run is a cool state park. There's 3 that surround my parents' home. Hickory Run State Park, Lehigh Gorge State Park, and Nescopec State Park. But Hickory Run has some cool dirt roads that run through it. So we're gonna go hit those up. And then, I'm not sure where we're gonna head after that, but there's lots of cool roads around here, so we'll find something else. So the trip home went really well. I brought the Ridgeline home for the very first time, so my parents could see it. My dad has a 2nd gen Ridgeline, but I don't think he'd ever been in a 1st gen, so he thought it was pretty cool. Truck did great coming home. I've done a whole bunch of work to it. It just needed some love. I scored it for a good deal, and so part of scoring something for a good deal is you're probably gonna have to go through and fix some things, but I did all that. Had the motorcycle in the back, me and Kelsey in the front, our dog in the back seat, and even with the motorcycle in the bed, I was able to put my bike rack on and bring home my gravel bike, so pretty cool. Truck got like 20 miles per gallon the whole way home, which isn't bad. I mean, we were fully loaded down with all our gear and all my weird toys, and so I'm pretty happy with that. I think it did pretty good, and it looked pretty sick with the motorcycle and the bike on the back and all that stuff. It was way more comfortable than that SUV I had. So we just made our turn onto Sand Spring Road, which is going to take us out towards Boulder Field. So we have this really cool loop in the state park here that goes out underneath the Pennsylvania Turnpike and out to Boulder Field, which is like an old glacial deposit of all these huge boulders. And then it loops itself back around and comes all the way back down and around under the turnpike again and back out literally to right here on the right, but we're going left. fooling around. See if he was gonna follow at that speed or not. Sorry, Dad. Figure we're already here, let's go to Boulder Field. The road turns right there to go back out and around. But you know, you don't come down this road unless you're trying to go to Boulder Field. Want to walk out there real quick?
Yeah.
Careful in your slick boots.
So many rocks.
They brought us here in middle school and they told us that this field is like 10 feet deep of boulders. And they also told us that there's no snakes in here. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe that.
Really?
Yeah, because there's nothing for them to eat.
Oh,
Right?
that's a good point, I suppose. This is one of my favorite places. One of my favorite places to hang out when I'm home. It's a beautiful state park overall. But this is a really cool thing to stop and see. So Dad and I are switching motorcycles here for a second. He's gonna ride the 150 back down to the bottom of the road. I'm gonna ride his KLR. I'm good. Here goes the tractor. Yeah, there's a cool road down below here with a creek crossing, but we got a ton of rain yesterday. So I'm gonna ask my dad what he's feeling, if he feels like trying to brave it through there or not. I'm down to do it if he is. Alright, so we are back to pavement. I think he and I will probably trade bikes right now. Yep, trading back. Do you feel like doing the road with the stream crossing? Or do you think it's going to be too high from all the rain yesterday?
It might be pretty high. I don't know. You want to try it?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay.
So this is the road that we entered on. We came all the way back down the loop and now we're going back up. And then right up here on the left-hand side is going to be a turn-off for this cool little road. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it down here on the video. I'll look it up so I know what it is. Hanging a left. Hey Dad, I'm gonna cross this first, and then on the other side, if you stop right here, I'll get a video of you coming through. It's not that high, I don't think. Got my legs a little wet, but give me a second here, I'll hop off and get my camera out. This is smooth sailing back down to the bottom here. And I think I'm going to see if Dad wants to go out over towards Eckley Miners Village, which is this old mining settlement that they also used as part of the set for the Molly Maguire's movie starring Sean Connery in the 70s. But there's a cool dirt road that goes up the side of the mountain there and spits you out literally right across from Eckley Miners Village. So I'll see what he's feeling. So we're coming back down 534 and making a turn onto Tannery Road here, because we're going to go up and out towards Freeland via some cool old dirt roads that kind of access some strip mine territory, or former strip mine territory. We're crossing the Lehigh River again and the D&L Trail. This is a road I used to ride my bicycle on all the time. Nice twisty climb, scenic, comes up from the river, And there's some cool single track out in the woods here for mountain bikers to ride. This is dirt, so just watch turning onto it. So this is Caplos Road, which is this cool road that kind of just goes up the side of this hill and zigzags around this this small mountain over here. But most of this is dirt, or like a mile and a half of it is dirt. And again, this is part of where I usually ride a bicycle. But this is, I just think this road's awesome. And I think we might have cruised this on motorcycles before, but I don't really remember. Have you been on that before?
Yeah.
That's a cool one, isn't it?
Yeah.
This comes out directly across from Eckley Miners Village. This next part of it, it can get a little bit chunky. But I haven't been on this in a couple years, so we'll see. That was actually better than it used to be. So that was kind of surprising. But yeah, just watch. This is a public road, but just watch when we come out here, because I think they use this side over here as like through traffic. Wow, that's new. I've never seen that. See, like that? That's a road over there. You could probably go down. You want to pull across into the Eckley lot? We're good. So this is Eckley Miners Village, and this is an old mining community. Northeast Pennsylvania is one of the former anthracite mining capitals of the world, and these were mining homes. And some folks still live here, believe it or not. But this is where they shot the movie The Molly Maguires in the 1970s, starring Sean Connery. And down here there is a breaker, a coal breaker, and like a general store that were constructed for the movie and are not original to this area. We don't actually know if we're allowed to ride our motorcycles down through here, but we are. And we're being respectful and going slow, so shouldn't matter, hopefully. Hopefully nobody says anything. But also we're on motorcycles, so what are they going to do? So this general store right here, company store, and this breaker to the left-hand side were constructed for the movie. Alright, so now we're on Ollie Valley Road, and we're going to make our way over to Peat Moss Road. And there's one more cool dirt road that I don't think my dad has been on, but it goes down to the Lehigh River. So we're going to go over there and see what the deal is with that. I've kind of repurposed all of this. This route that we're riding is all stuff that I would ride on my gravel bike. So this is, or my road bike. So this is all former bicycle training territory for me. I can't believe you've never been down here. I rode my bike down here at some point. I saw this one time because there's that single track down there that connects to the, it's that long trail that goes down along the river. And I came up this one time and was like, oh, what's that dirt road? It's weird, right? I can't remember, but I think I looked at a map and that's what it said. It's not private property. All it does is come out down here at the river. But look at the rocks and stuff along the way. They're really weird. Now there is a sign on a tree up here. Boat launching prohibited. And like, look at all of this. Isn't this really cool? Here, let's stop and check this out. Look at how sucks is spelled. Don't fall. So the GoPro died, and we tried to make it down that road to see if we could connect out to the dam, but that's not the case. Kind of peters out, parallels some private property, and there's a bunch of downed trees that way. So that'll be an exploration for a different day. But Dad parked his KLR up top, and then I rode the XR down, and we're right along the Lehigh River. Just gonna hang out for a minute.